Hello and welcome to Thursday. Uh, oh boy, where to start? Well, continuing the plumbing issue, contractor still hasn't shown up today, so hopefully either tomorrow or this weekend. Probably this weekend, which sucks because even though he hasn't really given us a hard and firm date, uh, I've been kind of like stuck at home waiting to see if and when he'll show up, just to verify and see if he's gonna be here. So I can't really go out and do anything, which is kind of okay. Speaking of, I think today was pretty much the last day of our gym membership, so that finally lapsed, and we didn't end up going, but that's all right. Buddies are busy with moving, and one of them just started a new job. I think it was last week, and it's just things are happening so much for them, so kind of makes sense that they're not really able to go this week, and that's fine. With that said, we might just find a new place to go to starting, what is it? Not next week, but maybe the week after, maybe October time. We'll see how that goes, just because, this place is like, I think, 2 or 3 blocks away from them, and only like a 10-minute drive from us, so maybe we can go somewhere, split the difference between where they're moving. Shouldn't be too bad, but hey, who knows what's gonna go on. Anyway, yeah, to celebrate, why did I say celebrate? To celebrate today, I don't really think we got up to much else. Like, it's been rather tame and relaxed today, and that's alright. One of the things that I wanted to do, I haven't really done it, but, like, I've been talking about reading more. Actually, I read, a book recently. Not really, I guess it was a webcomic adapted and printed into a book. It was called On a Sunbeam. One of my friends recommended it. There's actually, uh, it's free and available online, so I'll actually leave a link in the description for it. And yeah, it's an interesting comic. Apparently, it's really good, and I say this from time to time again, but I don't know how to judge media other than music. Like, I and maybe some games. I can say if a game is like really good or really bad, or kind of meh. Like, I was watching somebody play through Bastion, which is a Supergiant's first game. You may know the studio from Transistor, Hades, and maybe Pyre. Uh, but yeah, I was watching somebody play through Bastion, and that was a really good game. Uh, Playing through games like I can judge those. Music I can judge really well. Shout out to this album, which has been on my mind a lot recently, and it was a huge thing for me back in January. But Bad Sons is Apocalypse Whenever. Yeah, it's a really, really good album for me at least. But uh, everything is like opinionated and heavily opinionated, and games and music are definitely my thing. Books and movies and shows, I can't judge them. I need to look up. I really, really need to look up how to judge that because I do not know how. But assuming I learn how to, I think I can make that work. But yeah, I am not a good judge of media, and that's definitely something I should start working on. But not a huge priority at the moment. But since I've watched a lot more movies and read a decent number of books this year. Uh, and I watched a few shows. It's just like I need to learn how to judge this stuff. Like I watched Futurama recently. I don't think I really talked about it, but that's a good show, and I watched most of the episodes. They were available on Hulu, but what they don't tell you on Hulu is that they're missing some episodes of like of a few they're scattered around and like they don't have them. I'm like, what's the point? They don't have the entire thing, but it's fine. Most of it is non sequential, so you don't really need to watch all of it to get the main idea. But I was hearing some people talk about some big episodes like the season 4 finale, which was like the unofficial end to the show, and that they don't have that, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, either way, I should look up how to like properly review media, because I do want to spend like some time just talking about things I've read recently or things I've watched recently, because games and music is easy. Movies, shows, and books, that's a bit different. So I guess I'll have to look into that more. For now, however, I think that's what I'm gonna call it here for today. One day I'll learn, but who knows. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, later.